Hello and welcome to Give and Take, the virtues in life. And today's topic is creative expression. And we have a wonderful guest who will introduce herself all the way from across the ocean, across the seas. It's not the ocean, is it? It's across the pond. We're going to have this wonderful guest introduce herself. So welcome.
Hi.
And your name is? And, yes.
Nadesha. I go by the name Nadesha.
Okay, Nadesha. And so where did we meet, Nadesha?
We met in London at a spirituality class.
Okay. Was that one of the centres, right, in Brixton?
Yes.
One of the Brahma Kumaris centres in Brixton, and that's where we met each other, and I heard you cite a wonderful poem, and I said, this young lady would be great to come on my show. And you agreed to come on my show. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Nadesha. Tell us, not just me, tell us, the viewers, as well as myself, about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm a writer. I write creatively to express myself. So whenever there's a topic, I can think about it and then come up with some creative ways to express how I feel about the situation. Right.
And it's very good, actually. You are very creative in how you do that. And while I was there, this video was circling around on WhatsApp. And yes, and there you were expressing yourself about, you know, people like to complain about things, and you're like, I don't want to hear you complaining about the heat. And so I think at this time we'll show that video, and then we'll have a little discussion about the heat. So thank you.
Okay.
I don't want to hear nobody complain about the heat. Look how long we wait for it. Everywhere I go, me hear people repeat, the heat, the heat, the heat. Jeez, man. This is a God can't please, man. It cold, we complain. It hot, we complain. And also when it rain. Before them going out, they go enjoy the little sun before it done. And the only time this we get to have some real fun. Look how much time we get summer, and the summer come and done, and we not get none. Now everywhere I go, me hear people repeat, the heat, the heat, the heat. Now me can wear my flip-flop on my feet and put away the quilt and take out my tin sheet. So me glad feet. All people when I normally chat to you come up to you and tell you how it's hot. Yesterday this Indian woman say me, it's hot, isn't it? Yes, it's hot, but me like it like that. When it's too hot for me, I find myself at the park and go spread out under a tree. Or go to the Lido. That's what I do. Why is it so hot?
So, for some people who might not quite understand everything you said, do you want to share a little bit about what you were sharing in the video?
Yes, because it was spoken in Patois, which is the Jamaican language, which I'm a Jamaican, so that's my language.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, people like to complain too much. We wait long for this heat, and now it's finally here. All they're doing is complaining. Everywhere I go, I'm hearing complaints about the heat. You know, it's like God can't please us, because if it's hot, we complain. If it's cold, we complain.
Right.
And also when it's rain.
Exactly.
So, people they complain too much.
Yeah. And it's like, I remember my mother told me, she said to me, because I used to complain too, but she told me a long time ago, she said her mother told her never complain about the weather. It was one of the best things she's ever said to me. And I stopped, because we have to be grateful for everything that we get. And complaining about this, complaining about that, what does that do? It doesn't change anything. It's just putting negative into, it really is a positive thing, because it's a blessing if it's a heat, it's a blessing if it's a rain, it's all blessing. We just have to adapt and adjust. Right, we just have to adapt and adjust. So what else were you saying in that?
To deal with them.
Right.
I used to complain myself when I was back home. I remember complaining about the sun being too hot.
And
I came here and I regret it.
Right, right, especially in London, right?
Yeah. There's times when I'm here and I'm longing for that heat.
Yeah.
So that's why when the heat comes, I'm so glad to have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to hear the complaints.
Right, exactly.
Because I prefer the heat than the cold.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you been in London from Jamaica?
I've been here 19 years now.
Oh, wow, that's a long time. Yeah. So what are the differences between there and here? There and here. There and London, Jamaica and London.
Well, different place, different mentality, different attitudes, different weather.
Right.
Yeah. The difference here, you get a lot of help. Say if you want to in becoming whatever you decide
Oh,
you
okay.
really want to become.
That's
You
good.
get help here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But in Jamaica, it's more like you get help, but not as much.
Right. Well,
More
there's
have
more
to
resources there in
fend for
England.
Yes.
Yeah,
in
there's
that
more
sense,
resources, yeah.
You have to fend for yourself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's the reason why people want to go abroad.
To better themselves.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons I left London to come here, to do something different. And I did better myself. When I left England, I did a lot here.
Well done.
Would I have done that there? I don't know. But all I know was the move was very good for me, and I appreciate being here and being given the many opportunities that I've actually been able to do, encounter, and so it's a blessing for me. Mm-hmm.
Well done.
You say, well done. So anyway, right. So now we're going to look at this next video, because this is and I want you to sort of share about what what in particular was said and how it went viral and where it went. So we're going to look at that now, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Gunman and gun boy, we want our country to enjoy. I want to do to the place. The crime in the country is a disgrace. When me there work, me turn on the radio to listen to the news. Cause me worried about other people's views. And me don't want to discourage them if Jamaica the holiday destination where them choose. Oh, the country have so much gun. Are really people are foreigners send them down? Why them a send them down? Them just say oh, the gunman them a kill out everybody, old and young. Why them a send them down? With nice country with nice hot sun. We want me to mash it down. With nice country where we want to enjoy. It we want to destroy. Gunman and gun boy, we want our country to enjoy. I want to do to the place. The crime in the country is a disgrace. One time badness used to just their town, but right now it's like the whole place a turn upside down. I see the amount of gun them found, and I can't believe that people really are send them down. Why them a send them down? I want to them. Why them a add to the problem? And all we in the country we are cause problem. Uno never used to sound the national anthem. Uno never used to sound the national pledge and pledge on the art. But then again, people who do certain things, them have no art. If you build the country, everyone will play them part. But me don't know wait I go take to make we start. Gunman and gun boy, we want our country to enjoy. I want to do to the place. The crime in the country is a disgrace. With nice country with a clear blue sea, people can't move around and feel free. Wanna make people feel tense, and it coming like wanna have no sense. Cause wanna mash up the place and a kill out on our own race. It's a disgrace. Only killing out on our own race. Wanna see what going on around the world? Wanna see how them treat black? Nobody not like black. It's a fact. Yet still on our own people who not attack. Some things when me soon go on with me shock. And it coming like our ancestors who not mock. Those great people died for us to be free. Yet still we in our own country and can't feel free. Right now Jamaica is at a height of fame. And una give the country bad name. Una make me feel shame. That's why I have to turn down the radio when I listen to the news. 'Cause I'm worried about other people's views. Gunman and gun boy, we want our country to enjoy. I won't do to the place. The crime in the country is a disgrace.
So that's a wonderful example of creative expression. So you took to, you know, creating a poem about that. And so just tell us a little bit about what made you do that, what inspired you, and what came about it by you doing that.
Well, prior to that, there were some videos going around with some gruesome things, some gruesome crimes going on in the country.
Okay.
And over time, seeing them, it was really getting to me, where I felt it so much that I had to express something. And it was my thoughts. I just put my thoughts to rhyme and I just came about with it.
Right.
I decide that's the first video I ever made, actually. And I decide that I'm gonna do this video and I'm gonna share it.
So do you want to share some of the elements of it? Because it was very, very in that, you know, patois, right? Patois.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm telling them, the gunmen and the gun boys who running rampant in the country, that we need our country to enjoy.
Right.
You know? They're making it look bad on us in a way that it may affect tourism.
Yes.
And things like that. You know? So I'm just expressing myself to them. Hopefully they would get to hear and, you know, think about some of the things I'm saying. For instance, going to school, growing up in Jamaica, going to school. When I went to primary school, every morning we have devotion where we say our national anthem.
Right.
And we say a national pledge where we pledge our heart to our country. So for them to be doing this to the country, you know, I had to remind them about that as well.
Right.
Because it was really touching, you know, to see some of the things coming out of my country. I didn't know my country like that. I never left it like that. You know? And I've been back and forth, but as I say, it's a tense. When you're there, it's kind of tense because of things you've heard. I haven't seen anything going back and forth, but just hearing sometimes, you know, it puts fear into you and that tension is there. No?
So it was a way of you expressing you're saying, this is not what I'm used to, this is not what I know, and this is a country that you should be proud of and love, and these are the things that you should not be doing. So
I'm asking them, what are they doing to the place?
Right.
You know, it's a disgrace, you know?
Right.
And it really was, you know?
So it went viral.
So I said, I'm going to express myself in this video and I'm going to share it. So that was my first day at the class where I met you.
Okay.
I had my first session on that day and I said, okay, I'm going to do this video. I'm going to share it and just go to my class and let it do what it's doing.
Right.
And I went to my class. I came back. I was at work and people keep texting, calling, saying, oh, this video is really good and it's troubling. You know, people saying telling me they're getting it from America, they're getting it from Canada. And people kept popping into my workplace as well, telling me, oh, I saw your video and it's really good. And, you know, yeah, and it was traveling for like 3 days. It was traveling all over the place until it made its way on the Jamaica news, on the main TV station in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, they played a part of it before they discussed the crime that they were going to talk about on that day.
Right. And so they wanted to get in contact with you, right? Or you're saying they may have wanted to get in contact with you.
They may have, but because I don't really know about these things. I just say I'm making a video and I'm gonna share it.
Right.
So I didn't put my name or anything. So I was anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's you see, there's ways that we can do things to get the message over, and you did it in this way. One that many can relate to, instead of, everybody has their part to play. As some may demonstrate, some may do whatever they're going to do, but this is a unique way of expressing something that's like, an important aspect of what's happening throughout the world. And you put it in this way to get to meet people at all levels. So there was some lightness to it, but there's also some seriousness to it. And it's not easy to do that, to make something serious light. Not that you're trying to make light of the situation. You want to bring it to the attention, but you brought it in a very light way. So it's a wonderful, unique talent to be able to do something like that. Where did this come from, Nadesha?
Thank you. I'd say it's a gift.
Yes.
Because sometimes after I finish writing something, I'm like, where did that come from?
Isn't that lovely?
I don't know where it come from, but it came.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes things, it's like they want to be written.
Yes.
Because I could be sleeping and I wake up for whatever reason. I'm just up and I'm there. I might be trying to go back to sleep, can't go back to sleep. Then something comes and then it just flows and I'm just writing.
Lovely. Lovely. So how long have you been doing this, Nadesha? When did this all start for you?
Going to school, I've always writing was my favorite subject.
Okay.
Anything to do with words, English words was always my favorite subject. I like storytelling. I like playing with words, rhymes. But I've always had this talent, but never really take it seriously.
Okay.
Because when I was back home, I used to make songs here and there, like dancehall songs I used to make here. I wasn't so much into poetry at that time. I used to really just play about with songs. And my friends would say, oh, you're very good. You're wasting your talent. But I never really pursue it.
All right.
It's just something that's there. That's just always, wherever there's a topic, something just flows.
Okay.
But I never really take it serious. But
where
since
do you
I'm
think you
here
could go with this, Nadesha? Where do you think you could go? Where do you think you could go with this?
Anywhere it takes me.
Do you have any aspirations to do anything more with it?
I enjoy it. I really like doing it. So, well, I was taught to live in the now.
Yeah.
And not to plan for the future.
Okay.
So I just go with the flow, whatever comes. If I need to express, then I express, and wherever it go, we go with no ego.
Oh, very well. So, we can plan for the future, but we should not have any expectations.
Yes, you're
so
right.
We can plan, because obviously we have to do some kind of planning for, a trip or whatever we have to do in life, but it's not having expectations. Like I say, okay, I may want to go to London next week, but not having the expectation that that's what's going to happen, because it may not happen, right? So it's okay to plan, but it's and understand the planning and the process of the planning, but not to expect or, say it has to be that way. That's not a good way to do things. It's good to set goals and visions for the self, but where we fall short is when we have expectations of it having to be this way. But there's a grand master plan in how things go. And so when we detach ourselves from, our own ego and our own way of doing things, then the grand master plan can just go ahead in the way it needs to, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see the last video that we have here, so we're going to see that now.
It's not a scandal, it's a disgrace what the Windrush generation face. After all, some of them came to this place in a haste with one suitcase and a happy black face. They heard, welcome, come on in, rush with the wind, come in. We need you to help us rebuild our kingdom. So one suitcase some of them bring come. Some left their family and came with big dreams and wish to accomplish. After the war, the queen's subjects came and they serve her. They came and they serve. And this is what they deserve. Anguish and pain, because they were told to leave, they can't remain. Some of the stories are insane, and I feel their pain. I feel it for that girl who couldn't go back to attend her mom's funeral, and that man who couldn't hold back his tears. After all, he's been here so many years, and probably came to this place in a haste, with one suitcase and a happy black face. Why didn't they check the archives before them start disrupting people's lives? Out of respect, them should have checked. These people came and they built, and some of us are here still. Looking after the elderly, cleaning the streets, driving the bus, but we are the ones who get treated like dirt and end up feel hurt. We contribute so much, but it just shows how these people are out of touch. Now, which is it? Did they set a deportation target? Did they not set it? It look like them regret it. But anyway, what I want to say is, to the new recruiting nurses overseas, check the facts before you come here, come work hard and pay your tax and get too relaxed. Check the protocol in all areas and angle before history repeats itself when you come here to help. Nurse, do your checks first before you come to this place with your suitcase and your happy black face. And I believe as part payment or gift, for all Jamaicans who wish to enter, there should be a 2-year visa lift.
Nadesha, this one really struck home to me because I'm a product of the Windrush. And
are you?
Yes, because Mum went to work as a nurse, as you mentioned in your piece there. And my dad went to work on the London transport. And so they were in that Windrush. So I'm a product. I was born in London, you know, based on that Windrush. So when I saw this, I said, this is a great one to discuss. And do you want to talk a little bit about what you discussed in this piece?
So this one, after seeing it on the news over and over, you know, and seeing the hurt that some families were going through, it was really hurtful to watch.
Right.
You know, knowing that these people came, you know, they were welcomed
right.
to come, you know, and they came and they gave their all, and they had dreams, and, you know, some of them left their families to come.
Yes.
You know? And as I said, with one suitcase and a happy black face, you know, they came expecting, you know, to be treated better and to be treated like that, you know, in the end, to feel unwelcomed.
Right.
That's just, it was really sad, you know, it was hurtful. I actually cried watching it, you know, when I saw that girl crying, because her story resonated with me, because I was here for 10 years before my papers were sought out for me to be able to return back home.
Okay.
And I just managed to catch my mom's funeral. I didn't get there in time while she was sick. I just managed to catch the funeral.
Wow.
So that brought me to tears watching that girl. So I had to put that bit in it.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It was really hurtful to watch some of.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, like you've said it so well, how they went there and they were invited and they came with one suitcase, they had to leave their families behind. And, you know, was it to say that, you know, to say, oh, we don't want you
and they
here
were happy.
anymore.
Sorry, they were happy. When you see the old videos of them coming,
yeah, I love
happy.
watching those old videos of them coming on the boat, the ship, and
Yeah.
coming over, and they're so happy and smiling, and then now to be told
Expectations.
right. And I've heard some people say how, well, they should have applied for citizen. Why should they have applied for that? That should have been automatic, because they were invited to
That's
come
what
here and work, and so
That's
they.
what I heard. It was they were automatic citizens.
Yes, it should have been an automatic. I don't see why they should have. It's different. Like, okay, I immigrated from the UK to America, and so it was a choice that I made to do that, and so it was up to me whether I wanted to apply for that. I didn't come here as a windrush to come here to work as a nurse or to drive the buses or whatever. Different kind of situation. So it was a choice, either I wanted to be a citizen or not. So it's apple and oranges in regards to that. So it should have been an automatic citizenship. It should have been. Applying and then saying, well, you've got to do this and all that. I thought that was like unnecessary and very
And I mean,
hurtful.
some of the people, they're so old. They've been here
Yes.
all their lives.
Exactly.
So if they were to be deported, what would they go back to? Who would they
Exactly.
go back to? Like,
Who?
no one in the community would recognize them. No? Because some of them, they've never been back since. You know?
And what's there? There may not even be a home for them to go to. You're absolutely right. Very right, Nadesha, yeah. Now, we're winding down soon. Is there anything that you would like to, last minute words, to tell the viewers, anything you would like to say to them?
I'd like to say we need love and peace in the world.
Lovely.
So in any way we can spread love and peace, let's do that and try to create a better world.
Okay. I love that. That's a great ending, my dear. Very great. And that's what we want. We want to see peace. We are peace, and so we should just exude peace. We are love, so we should just exude it. We don't have to look for it or create it, because that's who we are. And so that's a wonderful message to the viewers, and I really enjoyed this interview, and I appreciate you. You got to go to bed now. Was it about 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, no, it's after 12 now.
Oh, it is? I thought it was later than that. Okay.
Yeah, it's going up to 1.
Yes,
17.
right. So, I appreciate you staying up, and you look all bright and lovely and ready and prepared, and I appreciate
At
that
this
very
time
much.
of the night.
Yes, and I'm
So
glad.
I'm on Instagram as Nadesha876.
Yes.
Instagram, and on YouTube, Poet Nadesha.
And that will come
And,
up in the credits on the at the end, or that'll be on the credits. Like at the end of the show, they'll see all that, how they can reach you.
Okay, they're gonna see
Yeah,
that on the end
they'll
of
be
the
able to see that. But thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. So anyway, I'm going to.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being here. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up now, and I'm going to wrap up and have a wonderful message for my viewers. So thank you again, Nadesha. And to my wonderful viewers, your level of consciousness is the gateway to the future. Thank you.